This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago, coming from the 606 Media Studios. This is the TCSF podcast with Big Z, featuring No Sweat Serg. The man is back. He's been on hiatus. He's back. We'll talk to him in a bit. JC, Dynasty Fantasy Football in the house. And hopefully our man, Stevie-B, will make it. He's having some stomach issues. So maybe he'll make it on. Maybe he won't make it on. Maybe we'll send him some Pepto-Bismol through some Grubhub or something.
All that Taco Bell and shit.
Episode 194 is brought to you by 606 Media, True Chicago sports fans. Don't forget to go to gritclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off your entire order. That's TrueFan15. Go and get your official shirts now. And if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, X, hit that subscribe button, hit that favorite button, get that notifications when anytime we're live or the new episode drops out. If you're listening on your podcast app, remember to give us a 5-star review and give us some nice, sweet comments. Tell us how much you love us. That'll shoot us up on the charts. And remember, you can support the show with a monthly subscription at anchor.fm/True Chicago Sports Fans. Go over there and click on the support button and subscribe for as little as 99 cents. Come on, guys. With inflation, that is a deal. Boys, how we doing today?
Doing great.
Serg, Serg has been worked to the bone.
Beat up. Beat up verbally and mentally. But
oh, boy. Hopefully not emotionally. Hopefully not emotionally.
I'm not going to get into my feelings.
Nah, not to play that.
Yeah, that seems to be the sore spot for a lot of things I do. Feelings, Sergio. Feelings. It's like, oh, shut the hell up.
Thought you had no feelings. I thought you were the Tin Man, sir.
Nah, man. I'm Lucifer in disguise, brother.
Oh, boy. Oh,
no heart. No heart.
Oh, hard. You're the lion. All right. In this live episode, it is called Back to the Future for a reason. We are going to focus on which team has the best future in Chicago. Will it be the Chicago Bears? They just named the man, Caleb, QB1. There's some discrepancies on the stories about Justin Fields on his first year with the Chicago Bears and what happened in that QB room. We'll talk about that. We got Chicago baseball. We got the Cubs' future looking good right now. But what do they need to get over the hump? So we'll talk about that. The White Sox have been playing much better, but how long? Because those guys that are playing really good might be traded in about a month or two. The Blackhawks, we're doing basketball right after that. The Bulls looking to run it back with the big three. But which big three will it be? All right. They're looking to draft with the number 11 pick. And then the Chicago Sky finalized their roster today and begin their season on Wednesday. That is exciting. The Blackhawks get the number 2 pick. We'll talk about who is possibly going to be that number 2 pick. And then we'll close it all out with stirring the pot, boys. Or watch what you're watching. I think we're going to do what you're watching. Because we haven't done that in a little bit, and especially since Serg hasn't been here. But let's talk some Bears. Let me hit the sounder for our Bears segment, and this is 3 and out. One more button, 3 and out. Boom, baby, boom. The Chicago Bears have named Caleb Williams QB number 1. Boys. Was just is this news or is this just according to plan?
I think it's sugarcoating. I mean, we all knew what it was going to be. You bring this guy in. This is the new wave of things, and I hate to say it, but JC and I say it over and over and over. Like, you bring them in, they're going to be instant players, right? There's no more sitting behind veterans and doing that. You come in, it's automatically your plan. especially when you were number 1 overall pick. So there's no rhyme or reason for you to be sitting your ass out. You should be out there playing and doing the little claw thing that you've been doing, showing everybody. Just go out there, throw the ball, and after you threw a touchdown, just do your little claw thing and get everybody all jumping, because that's what's going to be happening this coming football season from the Bears.
I mean, he didn't invent the claw. Just let's put that out there.
But he's doing it a lot.
But he's the one that's making it really, really famous.
He's making it hot.
JC, what you got to say?
Yeah, it's not a big surprise that they're making him the QB1. I mean, who's going to be his competition? Bagent? That's it. Like, we didn't bring in any, veterans or anything, to go against him. Like, this is his quarterback room. This is his show. This is everything is him. Would I have liked to have seen a veteran of some stature that is good with working with, rookie quarterbacks? Absolutely. I would have loved to have seen a Josh McCown or, one of those type of guys, which I know Josh McCown is no longer in, like, he's now doing more coaching than he is playing. But again, there are veterans out there, that you can bring into a room that, if there's questions, if there's anything Caleb or Bagent don't know, you got someone who's been in years that can answer a few questions or simplify things or, just talk ball in, the lunchroom, the cafeteria. Hey, you can call me at 9:00 at night while you're watching film, whatever it needs to be, but like I said, I think they wanted to make sure there was no quarterback controversies at all. Like, Caleb is the guy, period, end of story.
I mean, I think you could really depend on your offensive coordinator, right? Because you don't have a veteran quarterback as a backup. His number 1 call should be to Shane Waldron. Hey, what are we doing? Well, what do we do with this play? What do we do with this protection? What are the calls? What is the cadence? All those things need to go through, because that I looked at an NFL playbook, and that is intense. That's a lot to learn. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was listening to Sirius XM NFL radio earlier today, and they were actually talking about Carolina, where, they had Bryce Young answering to 4 or 5 different people, whether it be the quarterback coach, then the offensive coordinator, then he had all the quarterbacks that were in the room with him, plus Josh McCown, plus, like I said, there were 7 or 8 guys on the coaching staff that were putting in their input. So it's like, okay, who am I listening, and then you got, coaches like wide receiver coaches or, offensive, game day coordinator, whatever. And they're all putting their 10 cents in, and, you start too many voices in the room. So to me, like I said, the Bears are streamlining it. It's Waldron, it's Bagent. That's it. And maybe Caleb's quarterback coach, but like I said, it's there's very minimal voices that he's learning from. Now, I have heard that he is ahead of schedule, supposedly, on learning the playbook already, which is a good thing. But like I said, we'll see where that takes us. I've heard before that, other quarterbacks are learning the playbook and whatever, and, they're not doing so well anymore.
Exactly. The Bears also did make some moves this week. They signed veteran tight end. Yeah, Sweeney, 6'5", 255 pounds. He was with the Giants in 2023. He suffered a medical event at the Giants practice facility and spent most of the season on reserve non-football injury list. The 20-year-old, originally a 7th round pick by the Bills in 2019, has played 24 games in his career. This is just a depth move. What do we think?
Did you hear that they signed one of his longtime friends to the roster too? He was a wide receiver, and they just signed him like this week or during the weekend or something.
Yeah, he was like a UDFA signing.
He's a wide receiver.
He'll be a camp body. I don't foresee him making the actual roster. But
so, it's like Giannis signing. He signed my brother. What are we doing?
I was going to say we signed Khalil Mack's brother one of the years for training camp. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But he's not physically on the court like Giannis's brother, right? This is horrible.
Oh, it's different in the NBA. You know, the NBA players have a lot more leeway and more power than NFL. But you're looking at signing guys who are undrafted or they fill off someone's roster to fill out, you know, possibly your practice squad or your 53-man roster, because you get a bunch of these guys to get invited. We got a lot of time over this summer to see who's who and what they can do and what they can bring to the table, right? Obviously, you want to have as many bodies in there that are able to help you out. So, you know, signing another tight end, which we already have, I believe 3 already at that point. You know, doesn't mean
Everett, and I forget who the third is, but
yeah, we have 3. They also signed undrafted free agent cornerback Leon Jones, 6'1", 195 from Arkansas State. They signed undrafted free agent Deshaun Mallory, a defensive tackle from Bolingbrook, Illinois, 6'1", 275. He went to Michigan State, but played at Arizona State last year. I mean, they're signing people. John Jackson, 6'1", 215. This is the one you're talking about. You know, played with Caleb and then went over to Nevada. You know, 35 catches, 267 is nothing impressive, but it's just really for him to, you know, have someone to throw to when it's rookie practices right now. So you don't have all of the vets there to get the routine and that chemistry with. So if he needs somebody to throw to that he's familiar with, as long as he's learning the playbook, I think that's just fine.
That's fair.
Yep. And like I said, you know, a lot of these guys, it'll be more special teams for them. So especially with the new rules, the new whatever, I mean, they're going to be trying guys out on special teams, trying to figure out who's going to make the roster now with these new kickoff rules. So like I said, we'll see how it all works out. You know, maybe that's why they're bringing in more tight ends, because they're faster, bigger bodies in that short field, rather than, you know, defensive tackles or, you know, linebackers. So like I said, we'll see what happens.
You don't want to put your wideouts out there to get hurt. So they also signed linebacker Paul Moola, who played last year in Georgia Tech and spent some time in Notre Dame and Idaho. He is 6 foot, 229 pounder, 37 tackles, 4 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles in his senior years for the Yellow Jackets. And last but not least, 25-year-old veteran wideout Freddie Swain, 6 foot, 199 pounds, who was last played with the Broncos in 2022, but spent some time on Miami's practice squad last season. He was a 6th-round pick of the Seahawks in 2020. So this is a Shane Waldron pickup where he's familiar with what he does. So again, they're putting a bunch of bodies out there to see what they can do. It's really filling out roster spots, and then we'll see these cuts, you know, come down during training camp.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sorry, I'm joining the show a little late, guys.
Yeah, we already told
difficulties.
We already told you the audience. You had Taco Bell diarrhea.
Shit happens, you know.
Taco Bell shit. Leave that stuff alone, man.
But did you guys talk about Marvis Harrison Jr.?
No, we were talking Bears. We're talking Bears.
Oh, I was just saying. Well, right now he's trying to fight to get more money for jersey sales, and it's a standard $30K in his licensing for himself. So imagine if we did draft him, and we would have this issue right now. So not an issue, but you know, it's a problem.
He signed a $1 million deal with Fanatics because he actually, from something I heard, was he had an issue with Fanatics when he was in college. I guess he did some signings or, you know, some, you know, whatever you want to call it. And he didn't get paid the proper amount and blah, 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 you know, and NIL stuff. And basically he was withholding because he had these non-payments from Fanatics in college. So he basically said, like, I'm not going to sign any of this stuff until Fanatics makes it up to me. So he got a $1 million, you know, signing bonus or signing deal, but everything's collectively bargained anyway. So he's not going to get much difference than anybody else. So, you know, until the next collective bargaining agreement comes up, which I think is in a year or two. Tough, buddy. It is what it is.
I mean, this is not the hill he wants to die on. First of all, that was a college deal, not a pro deal. We all know what Fanatics has done recently with the MLB uniforms and how trashy they've
Screwed
been.
it up.
Oh yeah, I just saw the Dodgers City Connect. It looks like hot garbage.
It wasn't
Uh,
Fanatics.
it-
I thought that was Nike.
So the material is Nike, but it's through Fanatics. It's just a weird thing that they do. So they're doing cheap material from Nike, the cheapest material that Nike has, and that's why you see them ripping. That's why they're see through. Yeah, they're essentially getting cheap material and then slapping Nike's logo on it and selling it through Fanatics because they're kind of like the distributor or the merchandise licensing.
Provider.
Yeah, it's a crappy deal, and you know what? At this point, like there should have been lawyers and say, you know what, you're not fulfilling your contractual obligations of providing a high quality product, so your contract's null and void, and we're going to go back just to dealing with Nike or Majestic. Majestic made great jerseys, and
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I ordered a couple shirts recently from Fans Edge, which is Fanatics provides the material and everything. They are not that good of quality
And they run small too, right? From original size.
Well, I usually order bigger sizes anyway. So like just in case, it's 100% cotton or whatever and it shrinks, I usually order a size larger anyway. But like I said, I mean, like I ordered something for $35 and I got it and I was like, this is horrible. Like
The quality.
yeah, it was just poor quality. Like the shirt's like paper thin. I was just like, I did not expect that kind of material quality.
No, not at all. All right, well, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with 3 up and 3 down. Here we go.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to Nowhere on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Thanks, Sean. Welcome back.
Thanks, Sean.
Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with Big Z. We got JC, Dynasty Fantasy Football in the house. We got Stevie B from the No One on the Weekend. And we got Moneybags, No Sweat Serg.
Yeah, you could say money bags for sure on that one.
That's his new nickname. It's Moneybags. Well, yeah, those Serg.
For taxes reasons, we will not be disclosing amounts.
I didn't say anything. I just said
I said big. I didn't say how big.
Don't worry, I'm sure FanDuel putting the eye on.
First of all, when we win a $5 bet, we're celebrating like it's no tomorrow. Okay, so we'll keep it at that. Remember, we said bet responsibly, bet $5, and see what happens. All right, so 3 up and 3 down. Let's talk about our Chicago baseball teams.
I think I'll perplex him with my slow ball.
1, 2, 3, strike.
All right, Chicago baseball is hot on the north side of town. The Cubs, they took the series against the Pirates.
It should have been a sweep, but Friday night, crap.
The
box
10-9.
Well, when we like losing and then 6-0, and then we came back and was that the Saturday game? We walked all our runs in, and then we still lost like 10-9.
Well, I didn't really watch all of Friday's game,
Whoa,
but I didn't. I did not
Cubs
watch it because
fans.
I have my own show to run on that day. But I did catch the end of it and the highlights. But I will say this: I don't know if you guys already said it, but hopefully everyone who's a mom out there had a good Mother's Day. Because if you're a Cubs fan, they won for their moms too. So they won. What was it? Pretty good game, 5-4. They could have blow it at the 9th. And no, actually in the 10th, in extra innings. Our closer over here hit a 2-run bomb to make it 5-4. Wisdom 3 for 4, home run, RBI, and a walk. Morale 2 for 4 with a home run, and Belly go ahead RBI in the 10th. So Sunday's game was really well. Was popping.
There's a lot of runs being scored on you guys. That's a lot of runs.
Yeah, that's not okay if you want to win games.
And it's again, I know.
Yeah, we've been talking about this.
We've been talking about the bullpen and what the Cubs can do, and I really think that should be the first thing you address in trying to get over the hump. And I think you should do it sooner than later because you'll have more control. You'll have maybe one or a couple more wins added to that instead of waiting to the deadline. I know it's a little cheaper at that point because you're not paying the full salary. But I think right now is like you need to get that momentum and stay on top of the NL Central because the Brewers are still there. You have the Pirates who are they're 6.5 back. The Reds are 7 games back, and the Cardinals are in the trash can. But
we're a half game out from first, but still look at the Brewers.
Realistically, it's a 2-team race. All right, it's the Brewers.
But why do we still have Hendricks in a flipping starting rotation? That man needs to move to the end of the line. This guy is not. I mean, his last start was okay. It was decent.
Out of respect, you're doing it out of respect.
Respect for what? You're not playing.
He was a World Series champ, and I get the whole respect.
I don't care. That's 2016. That's almost 10 years ago.
No, and I'm not arguing with you. I get that.
Here, I really think you should DFA him. You DFA him.
Look, let him relief pitch.
You did that with Kerry Wood, and that was like a trial of something.
This is bold. We're gonna let him play because he wants to. No, he's the last. He's like that string, and you pull it, and you lose your freaking whole sleeve because you kept pulling that. He is not doing what he needs to do. Yank the son of a gun. He sucks.
I mean, he had a solid five innings and 5 strikeouts.
Great.
So I mean, you can't really what he has left in his gas tank. I'm not saying that he's like Jake Arrieta at his prime. Like it just, it's coming with age, and it's not a big deal with age. But he could always look at Verlander. Verlander is crazy too.
You cannot compare him to Verlander. Come on.
I'm just saying. I don't. That's the thing. I don't do that whole age thing when it comes to pitchers, though, because anything can happen.
I'm not doing ageism. I'm doing suckism. The guy sucks.
6 games, 0-3, 10.04 ERA, and 26 innings, 21 strikeouts.
Ooh, he's making
he wasn't really a strikeout person anyway.
I'm just giving you the stats, but he's with a 10-run ERA. Nice. Anyone else gets sent down or DFA'd.
Oh my God.
A winning team, you get moved.
I want to win, brother.
This is why he was put on the injured list. This is why he was put there. Here's your little timeout. Try to get better. Try to fix your whatever's messed up with you. He's going to get an opportunity to pitch again. I'm telling you right now. He's
horrible analogy. Mama might be a little senile. Mama, you can't drive no more. I'm not gonna let my mama drive no more. You become a little senile, mama. You gonna sit in that passenger seat. You yank her driver's license. You take her keys away. This is what they need to do with Kerry Wood. I'm not Kerry Woods. What's his face? Hendricks. They need to let him go.
No, see, I'll go against you on this one because my grandfather is 94 years old and still drives.
Is he doing good though?
He hits the pedal. He doesn't drive slow, that's for sure. Do this little wider turn, but he's got some still gas in the tank. So I'm just saying,
drive decent? He's a decent driver. There's some people who don't.
Would you get in a car with him? The question is, would you get in a car? Would you get in a passenger seat without a seatbelt with him?
Serge, he's asking you, Serge. I can answer my own question. I can answer it. I'll say depends on how bad of a day I'm having. So
I want to die today.
How bad of a day I'm having, Grandpa? Let's go grab some beers and you drive home, okay?
Reeks of desperation.
So no, like I said, you know what? I like Hendricks. I get it. I get the whole respect thing. You know, who else are we going to have right now? Because Wicks is still injured. You have still injuries in the starting lineup a little bit. So, and then Justin Steele is, easing his way back. I think he should have had a practice game in the minors before coming back up because, he looked a little shaky. I mean, you're coming off an injury. You're not, going to just throw out, 90 pitches in that game. So, I mean, he helps, maybe gets the win depending on what kind of team. If they're playing the Cardinals and he does really well, that's W. Right? He's not like,
if you
I don't know, doing really bad.
You will not hurt his legacy anymore, and you yank him for his own sake. That if you respect him, we're respecting him because he won his. No, man, yank him. He is not good.
There's a Frank Sinatra song called "I Did It My Way," so just let the guy do it his way. Then he deserves it. He earns it, and he earned it
years ago. We're almost 10 years out of a championship. We don't need him. He got his respect last year and the year before that. We're done with respecting. Bye, adios. Go, bye. We don't need him anymore.
Next year.
Man, I'm nervous, man. I thought loyalty meant something.
Loyalty is everything, but when you're costing me games, you gotta fucking go, dog. Seriously,
no, and you're right.
You gotta go. You gotta go. You costing me game. You costing me goddamn money.
If it's a low team, if it's like the Pirates or the Marlins, I have confidence that he's going to win those games. I still have confidence in that.
How often?
Pirates, you still have to play them a couple more times.
The guy's in a rotation.
The bottom line is we got some younger guys that'll be coming up soon enough. Steele's back. Hendricks most likely will be pushed aside for some of these younger guys that'll be coming up. That said, I was just looking up some,
bag me up, JC.
Interesting stuff. You got Tanner Scott from the Marlins, closer, possibly available at the trade deadline. Another name is Kenley Jansen from the Boston Red Sox, closer, potentially available at the trade deadline. And then one more name, closer wise, was where is it?
We need
Ryan Helsley, St. Louis Cardinals closer. So there's three names potentially closer wise that the Cubs can keep an eye on that might just be an upgrade to what we have as is.
Kopech on the south side. It's not going to cost too much. Not going to cost too much. No, he's been solid at the end of the bullpen.
That's fair.
Right now you just sent Albert Alizé down for 15 days because he was pitching like crap. So you're short a player, and I know there's been some moves. Wow, you have a lot of people on the IL.
I'm telling you, that's why.
Eric Fetty, is it?
Yeah, Eric Fetty. Yeah, he's a journeyman.
He's one of the ones on the list of like the top 10 potential keep an eye on as trade bait.
Oh, from the White Sox, the guy who just won the KBO
first round pick from the Washington Nationals.
Yeah, we talked about that, how he's resurrected his career, but at this point, he's pitching well. He is going to be, like a mid journeyman. He signed a couple-year contract. Hey, you need a starter. You got to pay. You got to pay a Piper on that one because he's pitching very well for us. You guys lost Alizé for 15 days because he can't pitch. You got Amonte in a 15 IL. You got Daniel Palencia, 15 IL.
And he struggles. I hate watching him pitch.
Smiley, Killian, and Mayweather. Your Mayweather and Killian are gone for 2 months. I mean, you've got some really pitching problems when it comes to the Cubs. I know you're going to call up some of these kids, but how ready are they? How seasoned are they? Are they ready to step up? And
maybe not.
They are not Goya Adobo seasoned. Okay, they are not Goya Adobo seasoned. They are not that type of seasoning right now. They are just pepper and salt. Bland.
I like pepper and salt.
And it's bland still. You put that adobo in there.
I put on my steak and
that is the shit.
All I put on my steak and brisket is salt and pepper, baby.
There you go. See?
Butter.
You better sprinkle some adobo on there. some sazon.
No, I don't
you
have
know
money
about
for that
some
extra
sazon?
spice.
Don't you tell me how to cook my barbecue brisket. How
I
dare you.
don't have extra money for that extra spice. I
You better
just
get
told you
that
I'd get in the
sazon.
car with my 94-year-old grandfather. So, you know, pepper and salt, if anything, just pepper,
We
because
over
sometimes I
here
can't
like
find
this.
salt.
We got the little packs with the sazon, and we're like, what do you think turns the rice like the little, you know, orangey color that when you eat them Puerto Rican rice, man?
Hey, man, I don't ask questions. If it's there and it's offered, I just eat it.
Man, it's good.
I know better than
I know we're
to
getting
ask
off
questions.
topic, but these pictures are not going to be adobo and sazon con achote type of seasoning. They're going to be salt and pepper.
You know who's seasoning in the Mexican League?
Who?
Trevor Bauer.
Our guy.
He literally he was mic'd up and he struck out a guy,
Yeah.
and his catcher had the pitch comm, and he's like fastball. He's like, nope, slider,
adobo.
yes,
That's
slider,
adobo.
yes, slider,
Adobo.
yes, and struck the
Adobo.
guy out. He's
Adobo,
like, "See, now we're on the same page, big guy." And then he's like, "Oh, you just made my blog as my first strikeout in Mexico for this team." Again, low risk, high reward. And if you don't like them in a month, you flip them.
Yeah, why not? I'm okay with that. So I will say this, Mike Tauchman, 25 runs, man. That's something that I didn't bring up last week. But
Tauchman has been on the streak, and he's been doing well. I mean, Michael Bush has been doing well. It's the other guys that have been up and down. You know, Swanson has not been hitting well.
No, he has not.
That's why they put him on a
Swanson
15.
is on a IL.
Yeah, that's why I put him on IL, so he can get his stuff together. Because I don't think he's really hurt.
Well, they say right knee sprain, so you know, who knows?
Allegedly,
With Alizé, right forearm tightness. Yeah, bro. Okay. Yeah, same thing with Hendricks when they sent him down, right? His back or whatever it was.
We got Bellinger and Suki back this weekend, so I mean,
Belly's back. He's been doing well.
You need to score runs because your pitching's not going to hold up, as you've seen against the Pirates.
Yeah, against the Pirates.
And now you're playing a quality team in
we're playing Atlanta right now, and it's 0-0 in the bottom of the six, and
From English-speaking people, that's 0-0.
Wait, what? It's 0-0? Oh, thank you for explaining it to me.
What the hell, all of you? That was adobo, by the way.
I'm looking at your minor leagues. Oh man, I don't see anybody that can come out. Maybe Luke Little. I don't know if you want to bring up Cade Horton yet.
I don't think so.
He's one of the guys. You still got Pie Face down there, Carl Edwards Jr. You can bring him up. He pitched with the Cubs. Pie Face. He usually gets rocked. That's what they call him, Pie Face, I guess. You have Julio Teheran, who's down there that can help out a little bit.
Like you're just naming other players that
guys,
you know.
I'm naming guys that are either veterans,
to this.
either veterans or the rook. I mean, again, the Cubs might bring someone up for a day or two and send them right back down. So
I'm glad we're getting series wins. You know,
which is important. Correct.
We're squeaking by, and I'm gonna literally use the word squeaking by. There's no other way of saying that. We're getting lucky at the ending of these games. We're not winning by a landslide in any of these games. Matter of fact, that game that they walked us 6 times, and I thought it was Friday evening, but we got walked 6 times in one inning before we went to that rain delay.
Oh, the Saturday game, yeah.
It was Saturday. Okay, then 6. We got lucky. We should have lost, but we got walked because their pitcher was just happened to be worse than ours.
Is that the game? Is that the game you lost to? Isn't it? Or was that Friday's game that you're talking about?
We lost that game because we lost like 10-9 or something.
10-9.
Like that.
Yeah, that was Saturday's game.
Yeah.
Again, I really feel like pitching is what's hurting you right now. I know you had some big guys, big clogs go down as far as the offense, but the offense was supplemented by some of these young guys that have been stepping up. Michael Bush, everyone else has been stepping up. So Ian Happ has hit here and there, hasn't been consistent.
Patrick Wisdom had a solo home run the other day.
Okay. Yeah,
but exactly, it's not consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got Ian Happ and you got Morel and Madrigal
Well, Morel's been doing really well and being consistent, hitting home runs at least once a series.
9 or 10 home runs already. Yeah, he's got 9 or 10 home runs already. He's been doing pretty well.
Offensively, yes. Defensively, no. Man,
Well,
again,
looks like Atlanta's on the board with one run.
Atlanta's on the board in the 6th. Yeah.
Well, 2 outs too, and a person on second. I don't know who's on second.
Yeah, the Cubs also lost David Peralta. He opted out of his Cubs deal and became a free agent. Most likely, he might go to either the St. Louis Cardinals or, be a veteran guy on the Dodgers or some winning team.
Those guys, the birds, dirty birds.
The dirty birds. The dirty birds. All right.
That's enough Cub stuff, I guess.
Let's talk about Imanaga was pitching tonight. Another 0.96 ERA night, 8 strikeouts. I mean, come on.
Oh,
we talked about it last week. This guy is not getting paid nearly enough.
I take the over every time on strikeouts, every time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he for the money we are paying him versus what the Dodgers are paying Yamamoto. I mean, the Cubs, what a great contract.
Talk about scouting. Good scouts.
Yep.
We'll say
Atlanta 2-0 now.
Yeah.
All right, I don't need actual updates because I'm gonna start crying.
Imanaga leaves the game, and then our bullpen gives it up.
At least let them go bottom of the 6th.
You guys will be okay. You'll be okay. Let's switch over to the south side of Chicago with the Chicago White Sox, 6-4 in their last 10. I think they've got a pretty high winning streak since winning percentage since April 26th. They're playing a lot better. And this is the Tommy Pham effect. This is really having these veterans come up here and actually set the tone on how to play. According to James Fegan, looks like Luis Robert will be playing soon. He's going to Arizona by the end of the week for his rehab assignment. Danny Mendick, who went down with a bad back, is going to rehab assignment in Charlotte. You got Dominic Leone will be throwing live BP soon. So some of their hurt people are coming back. You have Crochet, who's just a monster, been mowing people down. 6 innings, 5-hit ball with 11 strikeouts, no walks, and no runs allowed in his last outing. Monster. This is your centerpiece. This is your cornerstone for the White Sox. The White Sox have been really good about drafting pitching. Unfortunately, they can't draft hitting. They haven't drafted hitting since like Frank Thomas or somebody. Everybody has been like a signing either from Cuba or someone else's team. Again, Tommy Pham has been the effect. Hot in the last week, batting .350, slashing .381, and a .550. 1 homer, 5 RBIs, and a stolen base. I mean, this guy's want to be one of those guys that, he's a cast off from Arizona after winning the World Series, and he's really turned the White Sox around along with DeJong. Again, low risk, high reward players for the team. And I know we've been criticizing Chris Getz as the GM, and maybe he's got a plan. Maybe he does have a well thought out plan of, let me put in these 2 veterans real quick, flip them. Once they turn hot, I can get some prospects. We just literally flipped another. Serge is having a problem with his headphones there. That's what he's dog turning his head.
He's got a plan. The plan is to hopefully get lucky. This guy.
I don't really think it's to get lucky. I really think right now he's signing these guys that are cast-offs, let them hit on a bad team, and then flip them. Texas sent minor league right-hander Anthony Hoopy Tunintoa. I'm just going to call him.
They look like all-stars on a bad team is what you're saying.
Obviously, there's no one else hitting. They hit him for, we got him for, you're funny, for Robbie Grossman. Another veteran we just got, and we just flipped him for a minor leaguer. That's all you're going to keep doing. We already talked about last week about trading Kopech. You'll be trading probably Eloy. You're going to be trading Pham. You're going to be trading DeJong. You're going to be trading a lot of these guys to get them out of here and get a lot of prospects. We're not going to win until 2030.
Yeah, I believe that. So
enjoy your milkshakes, enjoy your Hawaiian shirts, enjoy your quarter zip ups, all those giveaways,
and teacher appreciation. to get
Yeah.
that Stanley Cup.
They don't
or
give away
whatever.
a lot of stuff anyway. Nobody goes to the games. It's out
Oh,
there.
see, this is what we're talking about. For a person that doesn't even live in the state, doesn't even go.
But
Anytime
I
there's a
got the
giveaway,
MLB
you got
package, and I
30.
support my team right here from Colorado, baby. I'm good.
How do you support them from Colorado?
I mean,
buy the
I've been
merch.
going to Cubs
I
games.
watch the games still. I watch the games right here. We don't get them games if I don't buy the MLB ticket.
Oh, you have to buy that. You can't buy.
We don't. Yeah, I don't have that luxury of watching the Bears game every weekend. I have to purchase the NFL Sunday ticket, brother. Like, we have to spend money. Yes.
Well,
Well, if you're winning money, you're not really spending money, you know.
that's right.
I'm gonna need you to mute your mic, Steve. You talking a lot of.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying an amount. I'm just saying when you win some, it helps pay the bills. You know. That's all I'm saying.
But
I just want to say, like, I want to see how many losses are occurring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to see the receipts.
We'll talk off air about. We'll talk off air about
You
that.
want to see the losses? Oof, you don't want to see those.
We'll look. You got to screenshot the balance later. Brian Ramos has arrived with the White Sox mostly because you had Danny Mendick go down with a back injury. But Ryan Ramos has been, he's actually struggling in Double-A. They pulled him up. They said, "Hey, kid, you're gonna play third base. Figure it out." He's been great defensively at third base, almost as good as Moncada. And then his baseball IQ, running and hitting situations has been great. I mean, he's getting a lot of playing time. He's hitting. He's got 5 hits, a walk, a couple RBIs, and a couple runs scored in great situations. So it's nice to see these guys that are in the system getting a chance, see what they can do, because Moncada is going to be gone, hopefully. Like, we don't need him. We're going to get rid of just about everybody except for Crochet and any other pitcher that we have that's pretty good.
I'd trade for Crochet.
I
So
bet
I'm
you
just
would.
saying.
That'll cost you about 7 prospects, kid.
Prospects. They're just, until they prove themselves on the field,
I've
that's
always said
all
that
that matters.
You say crochet, like crocheting?
That's his name, Crochet.
And I just mimicked
Sounds like
and
work.
mocked what Jose usually says. They're just prospects until they prove themselves.
Yeah, they're suspect until they prove themselves. It's completely.
I'm not hating, I'm just saying.
It's legit. I co-sign. I'm co-signing that thought.
When you guys traded Yu Darvish to San Diego for those 6 prospects, those 16, 17, 18-year-olds, I thought you just gave them away at that point. I haven't heard or seen one of those kids yet.
Well, I haven't either. So
Again, my proven
He
point.
came out here. He pitched like garbage. Has been you garbage all for me, and that's all I looked at him as.
Well, he's on a winning team. He's on a winning team.
He's on a winning team now. He didn't do much for the Cubs.
he won some
won
games.
game. Yeah, he came out here to Colorado. I went to that game. It was you garbage was his name. He was horrible. I sat there. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna win. Yeah, no, I ain't win nothing. I was pissed.
Well, I guess you went to the wrong day then.
I did. I went when you garbage pitched. What are we doing?
See, we're not all taking wins. We're taking L's here too.
I took that L too. What are we talking about?
He flew the L.
Oh man.
What is going on here? There was no adobo that game.
No, I don't.
It was all salt, no pepper,
No pepper. No taste at all.
no simmering, no smoked hill wood chips. Do you guys
No,
use
no,
wood
no.
chips?
No,
JC, is that
when you
margarita?
smoke-
Is it Margarita
Yeah.
Monday?
Is that the
It
smoked
is
brisket?
Margarita Monday.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna send that over here?
What?
What, margaritas?
Yeah, well, I need one.
We always have margaritas on Mondays.
When did this start? Jose?
A couple
I didn't
weeks
get the
ago.
memo.
I'm on
come
water.
Oh, he said always. It started 2 weeks ago. There.
I'm on water.
Well, since then, it's always been.
Brand, but I'm on water.
Fair.
Oh God, this is supposed to be a sports show and having fun. Who's drinking water on a Monday?
I am rehydrating for the weekend.
Because you didn't get no water on the weekend. Yeah, boom, boom.
Oh.
Pun intended.
Ooh, look at that. All right, with that being said, let's take a quick break. We'll come back with Chicago basketball and Chicago hockey. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride. So do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
What up? It's Martin Moreno, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans Podcast.
Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with Big Z. We got JC, Dynasty Fantasy Football. We got Stevie-B probably in the washroom again. And no Sweat Serg. And this is Sweat Serg. This is Serg's favorite part of the show where we talk our Chicago basketball. And we're going to start off with the Chicago basketball team, the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls.
You hate me.
Were you talking about me again?
No, we're not talking about your Taco Bell issues. We're
Well, I did have Taco Bell. I just had like one crunchy taco. So
it's not crunching anymore, is it?
no, it's definitely
It's not crunchy on the way out.
There was no adobo in it.
Not too much adobo over there.
But I actually do like that restaurant better than Chipotle. So
Hey, you know what?
yeah, just
You know
saying.
what? Since we're on the Chipotle topic, right, real quick, I went to their rival Qdoba, and they had
That's
like
good.
shrimp. They had the shrimp, the chicken. They put all the protein. I had a big old bowl this big. They made Chipotle look kind of stingy and cheap.
And they give you free chips.
You know what?
What do
I'm
you
going
expect
with
from a company
Qdoba
owned
from
by
now on.
McDonald's?
I don't
What's up?
think
So what
Was
do you
it-
expect from a company owned by McDonald's?
No, they're no longer owned by McDonald's. They sold it a while ago.
What are they?
Who?
Yeah.
Chipotle?
Well,
Chipotle
so
used to be owned
McDonald's
by
is trying to
McDonald's.
come out with a $5 meal
Right.
now because they're losing so many sales.
To
never
Wendy's
knew
and the
that.
Big Bag, yeah.
Well, not even that.
Free advertisement all over the place here.
I just got to
Hold
say
on,
this
hold
right
on.
now. I had a double take of what JC's hat said for a second because when it's red and there's white lettering on someone of JC, I think there's something else.
Oh, I thought you went politics on us, man. I was going to.
No, I'm not going there. I'm just saying if you're watching this live, that's essentially I had to do a double take. But I'm not
Madhouse
saying
on
anything.
Madison. I love it, brother. I love it.
But
That's
I do
true.
love the hat. But
I love
if you
that.
saw
You
me,
threw
I
me
went
off
like
for a
that really
second.
fast.
You threw me off for a second too.
No, you're welcome. That's part of my
JC's
job
got
here.
this my margaritas.
But no, JC, I do like the hat, man. I do like it.
We could talk politics off air.
Oh, I don't do that.
No, we ain't doing that.
Politics and religion. No, thank you.
No,
All right, the Chicago Bulls, according to Michael Scudero of Hoops Hype, the belief around the NBA is that DeMar DeRozan will end up re-signing with the Chicago Bulls this summer. The veteran forward is an unrestricted free agent, but recent rumblings have indicated the Bulls would be willing to pay to bring him back.
Why? Why?
Yeah, I mean,
You just. I'm not buying the
we, we already discussed this, that Billy Donovan's contract through two more years.
Yep.
That basically what they're going to do is they're going to re-sign DeMar for 2 more years. They're going to roll it out because honestly, we have no. Yes, I know we have the 11th pick, but that's it. Like we have no future right now to talk
Yes.
of.
Yes.
So
That's
it's
all hell.
they got to roll out what's on the court right now because they ain't
Tell
doing
them to take
nothing else.
Kendricks. If we just rolling out bullshit, take Kendricks and let him play on the court. Like we just rolling out bull. Chicago Bull.
Who
I'm
heard
mad.
you today, man?
I'm mad. Why we come back with the same damn dummies? They're dummies together.
I mean, hey, there's
Hoops
no
don't
one
wanna play
really
no
out there in
defense.
free agency right now. Give me a couple things on free agency that you could say, oh, we could probably go get them.
Oh no.
You don't have money. You
No,
don't have money
we
to spend
don't.
because you have your max contracts.
Yeah. So the only thing new
The
product is
Bean was
going to be
smart.
Lonzo
His camp
Ball.
told him, "Oh, you going to Detroit, so get that surgery."
He's like,
now."
no, I'm hurt. Yeah. and they're gonna try to trade Levine to free up some money.
Like I said, I text you right away.
Yeah.
Like package the 11, package Levine, and see if you can move up to 6 or 7 or just move up a couple spots. You know what I mean? Like
throw in Patrick in there too.
You can't sign. He's a free agent.
Oh, that's right. He is. That's right. Never mind.
I'll throw Caruso in. You want me to throw Caruso in? No, I'll throw Caruso.
If you do that, then there's
to get to a 4 pick.
Okay. I go to 4.
Throw in Lonzo. He's just gonna get hurt again.
You can't trade him while he's hurt.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He's calling it a comeback.
Want him hurt.
I'm saying he's supposedly not hurt anymore. He's 100%.
Doesn't matter. He's an unproven commodity that no team wants. With
the liability. It's a liability.
That's true. He's right.
You know what? There's not. I mean, this is such a sad thing to talk about when we're talking about the Chicago Bulls because it's hell. When we're talking about which team has like the of winning the championship, we all know that the Bears are on the right track.
Can we somewhat be excited because, like I said, even you got Lonzo back, right? Like potentially, hopefully, he could just be a floor general. You know, he may not be a scorer like he was showing.
It could be like Rondo, the Lakers.
But like I said, just be that floor general, move the ball. Like, and then you got DeMar playing the mid game.
You got Kobe.
You got Kobe, who will finally be playing the position he should be playing rather than point. All right. Then Vooch, like I said, I don't know who we're going to bring in big behind Vooch, but I would love to
sign Drummond.
Yeah, we're going to get him back.
Drummond's a free agent.
Drummond's going to be a free agent, but I would love to resign him.
Yeah.
Like I said,
you want to hear what's sad? And I said this over and over and over. Drummond was my favorite player on the damn team.
Yeah.
I liked Drummond. He actually played his position. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, until he took out Caruso and took out
his
own players.
I didn't say the man was perfect. Okay, he can't run. All right, he's a big goofy, but he played his position and he played it well. All right, I can't. What happens in front of him? Like stumbling and mumbling. Poor guy.
I would. I'm on board with JC. Try to put a package together, get into the draft, maybe a little higher. Yeah. There is a couple names I'm going to throw out there. Dalton Nietzsche. I think I said that right. He's a guard forward from Tennessee, 6'6". He's a 204-pound wing. He shoots 39%, almost 40% from the 3-point line at Tennessee. You have Isaiah Collier. He's a guard from USC. I don't want a guard. We have enough guards. You have Cody Williams, a forward from Colorado. He's a raw prospect. Once I start reading that, I'm out. He is 6'8", 180 pounds. He's 6'8", has no meat on him. He's too tall and too light. I don't need
the way they're going. Look at Wemby. I mean,
would you draft a point guard though?
No.
Would you draft a point guard knowing that Lonzo, it's his last year? And we're going to finally the problem to me is we haven't had a true point guard since Rose.
That's true.
Ayo has shown that he can do it.
Enough with Ayo.
Ayo went from 12 to 14 to 16, 18 points in a matter of 4 months.
But he's so hit or miss. Like he'll have a great game, then disappears for 3.
That's the entire Chicago Bulls roster.
Exactly, and I'm sick of it. So let's draft somebody who can give me a little consistency.
There you go.
I still think they need a wing that can shoot 40%. That's one thing because you got to open up this floor because it's too tight. Too many people doing the same exact thing. Kobe and Zach do the exact same thing. They dribble a lot and then they take bad shots. You have
Vooch shooting the 3.
Vooch, he should not be.
No.
No. You got him from Orlando doing that bull. So when he came over here, he was going to do that bull. We knew what we were getting. We knew he didn't play no damn.
He also had a different team when we got him.
Yeah, he came from Orlando, and he was doing the same crap.
You know, at 11, I say we sign Bronny. Let's draft Bronny at 11.
Why? So you can get LeBron over here?
Cut that man off.
That's what's going to happen. We get Daddy and Bronny.
No, I'm good.
We don't need pacifiers and diapers on the damn team, and depends for LeBron. He can stay over there in LA. We're good.
Yeah, I would literally. I'm getting a shooter. Somebody can space the floor out, or I'm getting a center, Kyle Flipowski. He's a center from Duke. You're gonna lose Andre Drummond, and you're losing Vooch in 2 years. He can shoot the three, and he can also post it that he can play half court ball. So he kind of just like a younger Vooch, and he can play a little bit more defense. Has solid rim protection, and has better coordination.
Are we gonna look for a small
you were
forward?
talking before we came on air, and I basically said, just find me the guy with the best shooting percentage.
Yep.
Like,
Why not Shannon from Illini?
Who?
Shannon can shoot. Shannon
I don't.
Jr.
Shannon won't be there at 11.
You don't think so?
No.
You think he's gonna go way before 11? He's got, and no disrespect to him, but he's got off the court issues.
Right.
You think he won't make it to 11?
I mean,
I got a little money on that.
If you think that I don't know what his issues are at the moment right now. I know what they are, but I don't know where it's at the moment.
Where it stands, it's going to court. They're pushing. They're going to trial with it. That's what his. If I read it correctly, and I'm not quoting. What I've read is that they want their day in court, so they want to prove that his innocence. But right now, he's got off the court issues. So, but do you see him going past 11? I can see him going past us.
He's going to court. I know he just had some issue. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know the development of it. So with that, yeah, he's going to drop. Just look at what happened with the guy that got drafted by Philadelphia. Like, yeah, he's going to drop. And if I'm looking at two different mock drafts, I don't see any. He is not nowhere near the top 20.
No.
Nowhere near top 23. Nowhere near top 25. He is not. He'll probably be a second rounder.
You see, and those are diamonds in the rough because that kid was hitting everything, almost everything, when he was with Illini.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Yeah,
how many players had good runs in college and then just fizzled
out? They can't
out?
Translate over. And you know what? That's the one I'm going to give you because a lot of that stuff doesn't translate over into the pros. I get it. And we said that about Williams too with the Bears, but we give him a shot, don't we? So why not shoot your shot? Find that diamond in the rough.
Williams won a Heisman. That's what I'm going to say. Williams won a Heisman.
Fair enough.
Terrence Shannon Jr., Illinois from senior, they got him going at 43.
Oh,
the Miami Heat.
I'm telling you, he's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Again. So if I don't, let's see if we have it here. Bulls draft. All right. So we are looking at their draft picks. What do they have? I think we covered this last time.
You probably I missed. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to remember what we had. I know we have obviously we have the 11th, but I'm trying to see what other picks we have. Anyways, you know what?
I got a range of players at 11. We're just not going to get top 3 or 4 or whatever. Then
again, give me a wing because you got to replace Patrick Williams. Yeah. Give me a wing guy. If he's got to be a small forward or power forward that can shoot the damn ball. Because Patrick Williams took forever to get developed and to shoot the ball. We need somebody to step in right away and be able to shoot the lights out. That's what you have to do.
But we hit this last maybe about a month ago. But we don't have anybody who's developing these guys on the Bulls. We did the same thing with the Bears as well. We don't have people who are actually sitting there developing.
Kobe and Ayo developed very well. I think they developed very well.
Kobe came out of nowhere.
I think they did as well. I think they developed really well.
Kobe didn't develop because you had Zach LaVine hogging up the ball.
Right. And then when he got hurt and went down, he shined. He came out of nowhere. He came out of
like
left
a diamond.
Field. Like, where did what was this last season? You know what I'm saying? He produced this season because LaVine went down. He came out of nowhere. He was very inconsistent and erratic. He kept turning the ball over. He was very erratic. Go back and watch them tapes. He wasn't handling that ball very well. He wasn't shooting very well. He started playing better when LaVine went down.
Yeah. Completely agree with you. Because he had to slow down. He had to slow down.
But where's the development though? Like Patrick Williams didn't get any. Where's the development?
Patrick Williams didn't stay on the court.
Yeah, he kept getting injured.
He got hurt at the end of last season. Then he got hurt this season. Look at the injuries that we had on the Chicago Bulls. A lot of them all over the place. Just about everybody that got hurt, except for Vooch. Vooch played every single game. We don't have a second round pick, so we're not going to get Shannon unless we make some kind of trade. Philadelphia owns the rights for the Bulls' second round pick this year.
That's fair.
So
how did they get that?
Philadelphia. It might have been some kind of 3-team trade.
JC's doing some investigation right now.
Yeah,
he's deep in thought.
I'm looking at like a top 60
mock draft.
Shannon. I haven't found Shannon through 32, 34.
No, he's going to be in the 40s.
He's going to be in the 40s.
Yeah, and then next year's draft picks, the Bulls own their draft pick as long as it's top 10 protected. If it goes 11 to 30, it's going to the Spurs.
Terrence Shannon is 56 on this list. He's also 23 years of age. So, I mean, that's another downfall is, most of the top guys are in that 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, he stayed in college.
So,
yeah, he transferred.
Penalized. You get penalized for staying in school now.
Well, especially till you're a senior.
Yeah.
So, like if you haven't developed by a sophomore and junior.
Well, he stayed in college because he wasn't gonna get into the league.
He wasn't playing the games he wanted to play. He wasn't getting the time he wanted. And then when he got to Atlanta, he started playing very well.
Yeah.
So I can see it. Wherever he winds up, he's going to produce. That's in my eyes.
Well, to me, like I said, I would be trying to package Levine and 11 to go up. If not, I'd potentially even sell, the pick. So get future picks.
I like that.
Like I said, we're gonna,
they don't have the money
to live in hell.
It's like
if we're gonna live in hell, we might as well live in hell confidently
together. Hold hands.
And
I was gonna say that.
But it's like a weak
in 2 years,
Yeah, it's a weak draft for us at least. We don't. There's nothing really out there that we really want. So now we're gonna start looking at veterans. And like who was the other one that we didn't like? Carter that came from the Bucks. He didn't do nothing for us. Javon Carter or something like that.
Javon Carter. Yeah, he had an awful season, but he never had any consistency in the rotation. Like there was one game, he'd play and then he wouldn't play for a week, and then he plays for 3 days because of injury. Like there was no consistency. And Billy Donovan is not really well with his rotational guys. He does not give them enough time to have a routine, be able to Billy Donovan stuck to 6-7 players, maybe 8.
The Thibodeau effect.
Hey, Thibodeau's in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's the Thibodeau effect. That is the Thibodeau effect.
Yeah, that series is tied, by the way. So
yeah, and Kobe and DeRozan played like 45 minutes a game. Yes, that's the Thibodeau effect. But you also had no one else on the team that can score. That's why.
There's that.
All right, let's transition over to actual team with a future. The Chicago Sky.
Chicago Sky. I thought we were going to talk about the Blackhawks.
We're not there yet, sir. We're closing out.
We said a team with a future, brother.
Well, the Blackhawks do. I'll get into it when we get to that segment. Continue.
All right. They finalized their roster with Angel Reese, Camila Codorso, Dana Evans, Isabel Harrison, Marina Maybe, Diamond the Shields, Kyrese Godzanik. Sure, I'll go with that. Brianna Maxwell, Brianna Turner. I think it's Kennedy, but it's spelled with CH. McKenny Carter. Kennedy Carter. Michaela. I'm not saying that last name. And Lindsay Allen, and then Elizabeth Williams. So, yes, we got our 2 All-Stars on here. We brought back a couple players. But the big news is that they cut their draft pick because she got hurt. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
No, I did not.
They cut their draft pick.
Yeah, they cut. Let's see.
The 2 major ones are still there.
Yes, the 2 major ones is Cardoso's actually hurt, so you only have one. You only have Angel Reese. So they added 3 rookies in the draft, right? The first pick, obviously, number 3 was Camila Cardoso. Then number 7, Shy Barbie, Angel Reese. And then the 13th pick, so we had 3 picks in the draft. They selected Brianna Maxwell, a shooting guard at Gonzaga. Really good shooting guard, But unfortunately, she hurt her knee during training camp and couldn't practice with the team. And this morning, they announced that they had waived their 2 days before the season begins. They're down a couple players. You know, you're losing another point guard. They just couldn't deal with it. I really hope that they do bring her back as soon as she's available to come back, because she's a really good player that can shoot the ball.
I wouldn't come back to somebody who waived me unless they had this conversation prior to her being waived. Like, hey, we're going to bring you back. You know, we know you're hurt. We're going to bring you back, but we need to bring in somebody else who can replace you at the moment. But I
You can't play.
Yeah. No. I hear what you're saying. But would I want to go to someone who waived me? When I get better, I'll just go to someone else who's going to play me. You know, you waived me.
Obviously, she has the opportunity to do that, but it's also like, you're not playing in the league.
I get it. It's a business decision. It's a business decision.
100%.
But you drafted me at 13. You didn't want to wait for my need. And you know, WNBA, to my knowledge, it's not that long, is it?
It's like during the summer, so I think it finishes like late July.
What is it, the summer league? But the only thing that matters is the two girls that we want to see. That they're going to be paying $300 a ticket. Did you see the amount that they're going to be paying to watch these girls play?
It's like, you don't have to do that. I get tickets for free. They play all the way through September. I get tickets for free. No, I mean, really,
but that's what they're advertising for the Caitlin.
That's why they're $300.
Oh, well, yeah, that's Caitlin Clark. Yeah, that's why.
Yes, that's the Kate. That's the game I'm talking. Not all of them are $300. Who the hell's going to pay $300? I was surprised they got a WNBA league pass. Who started that? Who?
I don't know, and I don't even want to get into the debate of why this league isn't growing if you don't have your demographic supporting you.
They said if you really want to watch, what was the advertisement, which is bad marketing or horrible marketing, but they were like, if you want to watch real basketball, watch it. Wait, pump them brakes, baby. You ain't even got through your first season with these new players that you got that's supposed to be bringing you what you guys call it, the bag. We got to see the product first. Now you got WNBA league pass. You're just going all out. And if you want to watch real basketball, when I saw that commercial, I damn near flipped. I was like, this is horrible marketing. So y'all saying you better than any NBA?
You know what? That must have been an out-of-market commercial, because I never saw that here.
If I find that commercial, I'm going to pull it up. I saw it yesterday. I was watching it during the playoff game, one of the playoff games.
Wow.
And it says, if you want to watch real basketball, and they were advertising the WNBA League Pass. No way. No way they let them get away with that commercial.
All right, you need to find that commercial and share it with us.
If you want to watch real basketball, I'm like, I said, did y'all just see this? I'm looking at my kids like, did you see this? This is what they're marketing? It was horrible. I'm sorry. That's not. But am I stoked to see these girls play? Yes. Are they worth $300 a ticket for one game? No. Are they worth a WNBA League Pass?
I mean, they were paying way more to see Caitlin Clark during college.
Oh, well, that's fair, but that's college. And college is much more hyped. For whatever reason.
Dude, they're paying that much. They're waiting in lines for hours to get in
WNBA.
In the middle of nowhere.
But WNBA now.
Dude, the Fever went from having 2 nationally televised games to having just about every single one of them.
I saw that. I did see that. And that's why I'm saying $300.
And they're moving to a bigger arena.
Are they going to the United Center to play this game too?
They can't. The United Center's booked that day.
So is it the All-State Arena or something like that?
I think the All-State's just a little bit bigger. I mean, I think the All-State holds maybe like, 8 to 10?
I could clarify that. I used to work at All-State Arena.
What does it hold, 12?
This guy worked everywhere.
Yes.
It holds 12? Okay. I mean, the United Center holds 26.
They got to sell out. I mean, that game I will be watching because I want to see if Reese is going to put up or shut up. And then I do want to see the Brazilian mastermind. I hate the way she runs up the court. She can't run, but she can rebound and she can back down anybody. So I'll give her that. She plays her position just like Drummond. She'll run you over and probably hurt you because they can't run. But when they get to their position and their spots, they can definitely hold the court. So I respect that.
All right, this is Steve B's favorite segment.
Oh, for sure.
Oh no, wrong button for you.
No.
Here it is.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Well, boys, we did not get the first overall draft pick as I wanted. We had a good 13% chance, but we didn't get it anyway. But we got the second round draft pick, and San Jose got the first round draft pick. Kudos to them. But I will say this, and the reason why when you had said, oh, the team with the brightest future was because, yes, we got the second round draft pick, but we also have 3 picks in the second round. So, but the only reason why we got the first round draft pick was from Tampa Bay Lightning in 2024. So, but we have 3 second round draft picks, and for the second round. So that's exciting. I mean, you could build in the second round. It doesn't always have to be the first round. Plenty of talent. But again, they need the right personnel around Bedard, just to pick around him, just to, pick someone that's going to, it's kind of hard because you want to pick the best player available, but you also want to have someone that complements him. And since he's the face of the franchise, you want to be able to grow with that. So I think picking more veterans probably off in this offseason, they could probably maybe turn a new leaf and be competitive next season. So I'm excited for that. I mean, I don't think we're going to go any lower than what we've been.
No, we're not going to be at the bottom of the barrel again. I mean, there is some names out there. We got Macklin Celebrini, the center from Boston University, who set records in college. He was just crazy. He won the Hobie Baker Award. He doesn't have a lot of weaknesses in his game. I mean, that's one of the guys that would be on the board if San Jose doesn't take him first, because he's slated to be the number 1 pick. I don't know what San Diego is going to do or San Jose is going to do. You have Ivan Dremedov. He's a right wing and center from St. Petersburg. So obviously, that's from Russia, not St. Petersburg, Florida. He's one of the best Russian junior players going in right now. This year, he's averaged 2 points per game in a Russian junior league, and in a playoff scored nearly 30 points in 17 games. He can take over games, and his skill and skill and competitives. And there are concerns about his skating because he slips a lot, probably because he's moving really fast, like the Flintstones. But I really think this would be someone you can pair him with, a right wing or a center with Connor Bedard to help him out with the scoring.
Right. So I'm excited. I'm waiting to see until draft nights and how that goes. But other than that, I think that's pretty exciting for at least the United Center. I mean, you're going to probably have more seats, I think, fill in for maybe the Blackhawks than the Bulls.
They sold out just about every game.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, you might have, right. Yeah, for last place. Yeah. But I'm going to try to see if I could get some preseason tickets or any tickets early of the regular season, because I do enjoy going, and I do like that it's colder in there because, man, you're going to some of these games, I'm sweating. It's warm in there.
You're sweating more than Serge? No sweat, Serge?
Yeah, pretty much all the time.
I'm only sweating when I put my bets in.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we all are on that one. But time to get some more Blackhawk stuff. JC, nice hat. That's a pretty sick one. I like that one.
Wait a minute. Okay, so are we ever going to the goalie we had? Are we going to re-up on him, or are we going to get a new goalie?
I think we're gonna address, probably keep him. I think he has 2 years or something like that.
Do you draft
or a year? I would like to draft one. I definitely would.
Who do you see?
I would hope they would,
because you got 3 picks in the second round.
You got 3 picks. You take the best offensive player that's on the
first round draft pick,
right? And then you go defense, goalie.
Yeah, I would do it that way.
So I'm reading an article here. They're saying Ivan Demidov, right winger. Then there's another person for NHL.com that said that the Blackhawks should go with Artyom Veleshinov from Michigan State.
Yep.
And he's a defensive player. So those are the two guys that right now are linked to the Blackhawks. Basically, they're saying that Levshinov basically is the most NHL ready player, like after the Celebrini kid. So it and we all know, like from the Blackhawks scorers last year, they definitely need some more defense.
They do. They kept giving up maybe 5-6 goals every other night, or if not back to back.
But I do agree. Like you take the second best offensive guy, and then with those 3 second rounders, you just go defense, and just put some bodies on the ice to protect that goalie. Versus like drafting a goalie. Like we really haven't had a great goalie here in a while.
Did you consider Crawford that guy? Was Crawford the last decent goalie from the championship years?
I can't tell you how many times I watched Crawford get scored on glove side, and glove side is supposed to be your best side. So to me, like, yeah, Crawford was a guy, but you got to look at the guys that were in front of Crawford that made Crawford the guy.
Right.
That's fair.
You're talking Sharp and Shaw and, all these other guys that stood in front of him and took shots off the shin, off the thigh, off the chest. I mean, those guys stood in there, Duncan Keith, those guys were fantastic players in front of Crawford. I personally never thought Crawford was that great. Was he top 10 in the league? Maybe. But like, I always thought it was the defensive guys in front of him that made him look a lot better than he was.
And that's fair because he just did his job. He did enough to not allow the other team to score more than us.
Yeah. So like I said, to me personally, I would definitely go best offensive guy round 1, and then I would just throw bodies at the defense in that round 2. Like I said, I would just pick off defensive guys and throw them out there and be like, we got to fix this.
Right. I agree 100% with that one. But you'll see me more at the Madhouse on Madison, for the Blackhawks, I think more this season, if I don't see any improvement on the other side.
I was going to say, see what the ticket prices are before you say anything too much.
Yeah.
No, I'll be okay. I'll go to another suite one, not because I'm paying for it, because my mom. So,
oh, mommy.
Hey,
She
man,
got adobo money.
No, you know what? Jose can't say anything because he got to go to some of these games with me.
Oh, because mom got the adobo money. Y'all playing with mom.
No, she's got the connections. The money too, but the connections mostly.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with what you're watching, and we'll wrap this up. So stay tuned. Do not leave, and we'll be right back.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to Nowhere on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Thanks, Sean, again.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with Big Z, JC Dynasty Fantasy Football's in the house with Stevie-B and no Sweat Serg. And this is our favorite topic of what you watching that isn't sports? We'll start off with No Sweat Serg since he hasn't been here in a while. What are you watching that is not sports, sir?
I ain't been watching nothing but people complaining and whining and bullying. I ain't been watching nothing.
He's been watching those miles go in his car.
Bro, don't get me started, man. I had only 24,000 miles. I'm at 26,000. Like, what the hell just happened?
You're also watching that gas bill go up too.
I'm tired of you, man.
What is fuel prices over there by you?
Where I am, 330.
Cheap. We're at $4.
Well, you want
We're at 433 in the burbs.
If I drive 3 miles west, there's a Shell station that's 270.
Yeah, so no complaining.
Yeah, definitely not. I take that back.
I ain't trying to put miles on my car. You shut up. I don't like driving. I hate driving. I hate driving to work and from work. I hate driving. I'd rather stay my ass.
I got a 5-year-old vehicle with 36,000 miles on it.
You see? See? Mine's just a 2016.
I have a 12-year-old car.
The car.
How many miles you got on your Stevie-B?
I have close to 165,000.
That was on his last leg.
The guy who had like 30 jobs.
Exactly. I gotta pay somehow. That thing keeps breaking, man.
I can't.
Yeah, my Jeep is what? It's going to be 10 years old this year. It's got 77 or 78,000.
That's great.
That is great. But I mean, I've always worked within like 15 miles of my house.
Yeah, not like me having to go 23 miles there and back.
That is a non-negotiable for me. It's a 15-minute mile radius.
I can't. I don't find anything. When I'm in the city, it's always in the burbs. When I'm living in the burbs, it's always in the city. It just doesn't work out for me. Again, why I would get in the car after drinking a couple with my grandfather while he drives. It all makes sense now. Full circle, man.
Have your grandfather drive you to work then.
Yeah, I mean on Mondays, yeah, definitely for sure. Because I definitely don't want to go to work on Mondays.
Jesus, take the wheel.
He's probably saying that, not me. But anyway, but yeah.
JC, what are you watching that isn't sports? It's No Sweat Serg is watching for sports all day.
Actually, last night I watched the Ministry of Ungentlemanly, whatever it is. That's the Reacher and Superman war movie.
Oh, what platform is that?
Alan Richardson and Henry Cavill. New movie about World War II with the Nazis, and it was pretty good. I liked it.
Good popcorn flick. Love that.
Good action. Pretty funny from the character side, if you will. They're kind of like misfits that just are going against everything that everybody wants them to do. But that, and then that's really about all I watched this weekend. I'm trying to think of I when we were getting kicked off here, when we were starting the pod, I had kind of turned on the roast of Tom Brady. I've seen clips of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing. So I was going to watch the whole thing to.
That's what I'm watching tonight after the basketball game.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to get a few views in on that, because you hear about Drew Bledsoe did really well, and this guy and like you can't find clips of, like, you can find the Nikki Glazer clips, but you can't find the Drew Bledsoe, or you can't find the Julian Edelman, or whatever. So like I figured I'd sit down and watch the actual whole thing tonight.
Yeah, they're trying to get that edited version in there because people's feelings got hurt.
Yeah,
who cares?
No, I'm good with it. I love an unedited version. I'm just saying, we got some people crying on their feelings. Didn't we start with this bull with some feelings?
Full circle there, full circle. Stevie B, what are you watching?
I'm excited for the last final part for X-Men 97 coming out this Wednesday.
Yep.
I'm excited about that. The show is amazing.
Phenomenal.
It's probably one of the best shows in the last couple of years, even though it's animated. I think It's doing a great job. Other than that, what else did I watch? I've been watching The Middle still. It's a town in Indiana with the wife from Everyone Loves Raymond and the janitor from Scrubs. So they're the parents and they have 3 kids. Watching that in background. And
are you talking about Malcolm in the Middle?
That's
no,
what
The Middle.
it was too, but
Yeah.
it's a similar premise.
Yeah, it's kind of the similar. There's 2 sons and a daughter in there, which is pretty good. I don't mind that. And I think tomorrow I'm getting ready to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So I want to see that. I really enjoy the last 3. So we'll see how this one goes. I know it's been getting phenomenal reviews for the way it looks. Some people say it's a little slow burn, but at the same time, it's like it's 300 years later. You need to lay the groundwork.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm excited to see where this goes. They want to make a total, they want to say 9 movies, including the ones that they just did. So 3. So they want to do like 6 more. So, or now 5, but we'll see.
Die. Just die. Somebody die. I know he wants to see Bad Boys.
Oh yeah, Bad Boys. Yeah, I would see Bad Boys.
I'll wait till it's streaming.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, Bad Boys for Life. I did that one too.
I haven't even seen that one.
What are you watching?
I've watched the Iron Claw, the wrestling movie on the Von Erichs family with Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White.
I have some problems with that movie.
I thought it was a great movie. I just really thought that.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry for this one. No. My feelings weren't hurt.
You would have cried?
No, not for this. I wasn't.
I mean, he loves wrestling.
Wait,
loves it.
Wait. What have you cried for?
What did I cry for? When Iron Man died?
Oh yeah, me too. Like 5 times.
Every
time. Look at JC's face.
I just watched it yesterday again. I watched Endgame yesterday. So
yeah, all my friends came back. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you're invested, man. You invested in the characters.
10 years of my life, as much as my car. It's a big important piece. You can't get rid of it right away. You know, you gotta stick on through until it dies.
Oh my god! Nah, I forgot what the hell else I watched. Yeah, I watched the Iron Claw, and I did watch the X-Men '97 series, which is phenomenal writing. I'm glad they're sticking to the comics. They're very true to the comics, especially with the last episode. And if you haven't seen it, I'm just going to spoil it for you. Magneto snaps and takes the
adamantium
out of
Wolverine.
So it literally depicted exactly how it was in the comics.
And essentially, to nerd out really quick, when the adamantium gets taken out of Wolverine, there's a new mutation that is coming out of Wolverine. So he becomes like the savage Wolverine with bone claws, and he becomes like an actual animal looking character until he gets put back in him. But also in the comic books, Magneto takes that adamantium and makes his own suit. That's sort of the red and the purple and the cape. He has all that, but it's just silver, adamantium colors. So hopefully they do both. I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah, there's supposed to be at least 3 more seasons. Hopefully that does come into fruition. And I hope they do bring back the showrunner that started it. He came up with the idea to bring it back, and they fired him at Disney. So
and in the beginning of that episode, you hear previously on X-Men, and that was Wolverine's voice, and that he had the last line in last scene in those last episode, second to last. So nerding out, definitely.
I was gonna say in the next couple months we got Game of Thrones coming back, or House of Dragons. We got a bunch of stuff coming out soon. So
Mayor Kingston.
Yeah.
Ooh, that now you caught my attention. I don't know nothing about no Game of Thrones and all that.
Yeah.
Magneto or whatever it is you do. But
you're missing out.
Mayor, I don't care. Shut up.
Maybe someday
that Mayor Kingston is the shit. That Mayor Kingston is the shit.
Is that with Sylvester Stallone?
No,
man.
That's King of Tulsa. That's King of
Tulsa with Hawkeye.
That's really good too.
Yes.
Oh, so on Hawkeye, good for him. I'm glad.
Yeah, he's back. You also you have those shows. And
Jimmy
there's a
Redknapp.
lot.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to finish up Yellowstone already.
Yep,
You know.
I agreed. They're doing it into 2 parts, so they're gonna split the series ending in 2 parts. Now Kevin Costner wants to come back, so that might delay the second part. Now there's a lot of
pay some
drama
money, you know. So,
well, yeah, now that he's getting divorced, yeah. What else do we got? The Boys, the new season of The Boys should be out pretty soon as well.
What is
So
that?
there's a lot of good
Yeah,
TV
I saw
coming
the
up.
trailer on that.
It's a superhero show.
It's a dark superhero show with a lot of cool. No, it's not like Superman stuff, but it's like these guys have these powers and they're not like a go lucky. They're actually like assholes. So
They're dark. It's like the Justice League
Right
that
up
goes a
your
little
alley,
rogue.
I like it. I like the way
They're
that sounds.
superheroes that actually like kill people and murder.
Assholes with capes. Yay. Up my alley.
We're gonna send Serge a cape.
He's got a cape. It's behind him. It's that W flag. So
we're watching it then, right? What's it called? The Boys?
yeah,
The
there's
Boys?
3 seasons. 2 seasons out already.
2
Right?
seasons, I believe. Yeah.
Really?
Three.
Yeah, or 3. So this is gonna be the 4th.
And who are we advertising streaming this?
That's
I don't know if we want to say.
It's a big A.
And
They
you get
deliver
packages.
packages to you.
A firm? I
Yeah.
don't owe a firm no more money. Who's a firm?
Okay.
All right, boys, it's that time. Everyone, thank you for listening. A big thank you to our sponsor, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, and Grit Clothing Company. Don't forget to get your shirts at gritclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off your entire order. That is TrueFan15. Get your official shirts now. You can check out the rest of the 606 Media lineup. Stevie B, what was your last episode on?
Oh man, it was me and Sean here. We were talking about some trivia about what defines a classic movie. So Sean was actually on fire with that one. I think he missed 2. I think he did, but you're gonna have to listen to the episode. We talked about not Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme being part of McDonald's in the next 2 years. If you like those kind of donuts, I don't know if you do. We do talk about other things, movies, things like that. I know we do talk about Planet of the Apes for a bit, and how the transition goes from the 70s and whatnot, and if we think they're going to connect to, and much more. So check it out.
And then
Speaking of classic movies, I forgot I watched Short Circuit again over the weekend.
Oh,
nice.
How about Batteries Not Included?
Is that the one with Robin Williams, or is that?
No.
Am I thinking Toys?
You're
That's
thinking
Toys.
of Toys.
Okay.
Go look up Batteries Not Included. That is a classic. Or The Flight of the Navigator that came out right after E.T. Come on, people. Get your movies together.
I don't watch that many old movies. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
Mute your mic, Steve. Steven, mute your mic. No sazon for you.
You can also catch up on the latest episodes of Intoxicated with Big Z. There's 5 episodes available with Miguel Esparza, Rosa Silva, Nikki Gomez, Paul Schroeder, and Mason Perks, all on YouTube or Spotify for your and Apple for your viewing or listening pleasure. So go ahead and check out that show. Check us out on social media at TCSF Pod on Twitter. You can find us on TikTok. Those are our handles right there. Our Instagram handles. You can reach us at truechicagosportsfans@gmail.com if you want to give us a story to pot topic, your favorite show to discuss, or if you want to debate some of the sports stuff that we talked about in today's show. So for JC, for Stevie B, and No Sweat Serge, I am Big Z, and we'll see you next time for episode 195. And until then, be good to each other. For the love of sports.
Someone had some late night